Now, I'm going to share with you three ways to get your relationship out of a rut. And we all get into ruts. There's no doubt about it. Even if we pay a lot of attention to our relationships, we get into a pattern. That's right, we get into a pattern. I love patterns. I mean, I have a favorite place I go for my cheat meal. And I get the same thing all the time. 2 deep-fried shredded beef tacos. I've been doing it for years, a couple, 2, 3 years going to the same place. So in our relationships, we do the same thing. We end up going to the same restaurants, see the same movies, same kind of movies, whatever, end up doing the same things. And we need to break it up to make it not so monotonous. Yeah, not so monotonous. And so I'm going to share with you some things that you can do. First of all, one of the things that I like to do, and my wife enjoys it, is I make a date and reservations. But I don't tell her where it is. I do not tell her where we're going. I give her an idea about what she should wear. I don't tell her what she should wear. Sometimes she asks. But I give her an idea about, is it casual? Is it something? Or are we going someplace that's dressed up? Yeah. And I tell her, and I don't tell her until we're there. And if we take Uber, which we do quite a bit because we don't drink and drive, I make sure the driver doesn't mention where we're going. Now, one of the best surprises I ever did was on our anniversary, on our 30th wedding anniversary. I took her to a Elvis impersonator, and we got our vows renewed with an Elvis impersonator here in Las Vegas. And there's a whole story behind that because it started off as a shit show when we got dropped off at the bar that was right next to the place. There was a bar that just broke up with. I'll tell the story. There was a bar that just broke up with a football game, and there was a guy who had like stains from buffalo wings on his face, and he had a T-shirt that said "Lick my balls," and we were dressed up. We were dressed up. This was not a good time, but again, we made the best of it. Go ahead, create a mystery date for your wife. She's gonna love it. She's gonna love it. Secondly, there is a song. I can't remember who sings it. When was the last time you did something for the first time? Yeah. When was the last time you did something for the first time? And you can make this a project for both of you, or you can just plan on your own. But that's kind of fun, doing something for the first time, whatever it is. And it can be an adventure activity, or it could be going somewhere, but figure out something that you haven't done, and you need to do it on the first time. That's right, on the first time. Last thing I'm going to tell you, there's more, and if you get into my coaching program, I'll share that with you. But the last thing is something that I do on a regular basis. And it's every other week, and I've talked about this before, every other week I go to the grocery store and buy a dozen red roses, anywhere from $10 to $12. Cut them at the end at an angle and put them in a vase, that little powder that they give you to help them last longer, and put them on the nightstand on her side, next to her. And, it's going to be appreciated. And like I said, I've been doing this for years, probably about maybe 15, 20 years. I don't know. I've lost track of how long I've been doing it. Matter of fact, one day I was at the supermarket. I was buying them on a Tuesday morning. It's better if you do them on a day that they're not expected. On Tuesday morning, and this woman, the cashier, looks at me and she goes like, "You must be in really big trouble having to buy roses on a Tuesday morning." I go like, "I'm not in trouble. I'm not in trouble. I'm going to get appreciated later for that." That's right. And you know what I mean by being appreciated. So those are 3 things that you can implement immediately to get out of the rut in your relationship. Now, if you want to work with me, and, on your relationships, on your health, everything in your life, get on a short discovery call by going to www.thestandard.academy/discovery call. And we can have a short call and see whether we should move on and progress, or we should basically say, this isn't going to work. Actually, yesterday I actually had a conversation with a man, and I told him, I said, I don't think we're a mix. I don't think I can help you. He was thankful. And so I want to be really honest. I want to make sure that I provide you with value. And be sure to comment on this video. And remember, it is all about creating a kick-ass life for yourself and those that you love.